Leo, these are going to be your guidance cards for the week of March 7th through March 13th of 2021. So energy of the week, you have number 7, community. This card always reminds me of the Three of Cups. I feel like it's about community, it's about your soul tribe. It says connection with kindred spirits. This card shows 3 women celebrating, sharing ideas, and supporting each other, which of course is what the Three of Cups is. Your soul tribe is your support circle. It said if this card appears upright, it indicates an association of some kind. It may be a casual connection or like-minded people joining a club or community of some sort, or even a business partnership consisting of 3 or more entities. The time is right to make such new connections and to share intentions, whether they're personal or professional. So Leo, if you're doing something where you're like growing a community, or maybe like growing an audience, something like that is what I feel like is your energy for the week. Alright, let's see. A challenge or obstacle that you might face this week. I do want to mention we do have the new moon on the 13th. It is the Pisces new moon, so you could be feeling extra sensitive this week. You might be feeling insecure about something this week. It could be about this community that you're trying to build. That could be where the insecurities are going to lie. But this week what you're going to do is, as you are feeling all this energy from the new moon, you're going to address something that you've kind of been sweeping under the rug, something that you've been trying to ignore or suppress. So if growing this community or growing this support circle, if that's something that you have maybe been trying not to deal with or trying to ignore, I feel like that is what you're going to acknowledge this week so that you're able to move forward when the new energy from the new moon arrives. A challenge or obstacle, you have the World, so it's about some sort of completion, some sort of goal you have. And then a lesson you've already learned that can help you with that challenge or obstacle, you have the Nine of Swords. So like I'm getting like endless nights, not sleeping, insomnia, maybe having like you're thinking in your head a lot. So something, but that's going to help you. So something you've been thinking about, it's maybe you've been thinking about it so much it's causing you a lack of sleep, is going to help you complete, I'm getting like you have like a missing piece. And then outcome for the week, you have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is someone who is very intuitive. Your swords are your air, it's your thoughts, your emotions. It's your thoughts and actions. So I feel like you're going to take action this week, some sort of leadership action. The Queen of Swords is someone who is like take no prisoner attitude. So I feel like you find this missing piece, and you're able to make this completion. Something that you've been really thinking about in your head about is what's going to help you find that peace. But that is what's going to give you like this driven passion. It's got something to do with this community that you're trying to grow, Leo. Alright, we are going to clarify. So for the World, you have the Empress. So the Empress is about creation, making something, creating something, being abundant in something. It can be about good parenting. So if whatever this completion is or whatever this community is, it could have something to do with like your family. If you have children, you could be doing it like that could be the purpose that you're doing it for. The Nine of Wands, you have the Seven of Wands, so it's about having healthy boundaries, but also feeling like you're having to compete against others. It is in your lessons already learned, so I feel like what you're stressing about is the competition, but Leo, it's in your lessons already learned, so I feel like you already know how to set this healthy boundary and really not pay attention to what the competition is doing. Queen of Swords, you have the Three of Swords. So whatever this action is, whatever you're having, whatever this missing piece is, whatever the clarity that's coming to you has something to do with mending something that broke your heart. So it's usually something you care deeply about. So it's possible that this competition or feeling like you needed to set certain healthy boundaries could have caused some sort of broken heart, some sort of mental anguish. But when you start to take this action here and you get this clarity, like it's starting to heal, and that's what's going to happen at the end of your week, Leo. We're going to pull guidance from Queen of the Moon Oracle. We'll pull 2 of them. one for the beginning of your week and one for the end of the week. I feel like at the beginning of the week, you're just trying to find a missing piece. That piece could have something to do with your abundance or your family, your children, leaving a legacy, like leaving something behind for them. Whatever it is, you've been not sleeping. You've really been in your head about it, thinking about it, and really worried about the competition I'm getting. And I feel like you don't need to worry about the competition. You just need to set a healthy boundary, protect yourself, kind of like protect your stance I'm getting. But I really feel like you're going to, whatever this is, cause some sort of broken heart, some sort of like disappointment, and you start to heal that at the end of this week. All right, beginning of the week, you have will. So your willpower is what done this. Maybe being persistent, not giving up. And then you have the void. So the void is where it's falling right on top of this 9 of Wands. And these are going to be the 2 darkest cards you have out of all of your cards. Even this 3 of Swords, it's about healing. The 9 of Wands is about mental anguish and being in your head a lot. The void tells me, and you can see like the person is laying down and trying to sleep. The void tells me that really nothing came from this situation where you were in your head and stressing about it. But what happened is you've learned to protect yourself. With that 7 of Wands, you've learned how to set this healthy boundaries. It might have been your own boundary that you had to set that had something to do with this completion. But I feel like that is what it's trying to tell you, the guidance it's trying to give you. The void is also too where like now that you have fixed something or you have found a solution to something, now is when you kind of regroup and start to put your focus somewhere else. So if your focus has really been on something where you felt like you really had to compete against someone, now that you've set that boundary, I feel like now it's telling you it's time to put your focus somewhere else. It's number 1, so it's time to start like a new part of your journey. We're going to end it with the Immunology Oracle, and this will help with your thoughts and emotions. And you have a personal issue reaches resolution. It's the full moon in Cancer. So I feel like whatever this piece was missing, it's something that you were personally missing. And maybe that's why you couldn't join this community or like grow this community. That could be what the missing piece is there. Alright, Leo, I feel like that is your guidance for the week. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, if it feels like your tribe, please like and subscribe.